everybody is having an awesome Memorial Day. I'm so sorry that my videos have been kind of here, there, and everywhere else. We got some pretty big changes coming up lately, and we have been super busy, but not as busy as we're going to be soon. Anyways, so I wanted to kind of talk to you guys. I haven't sat down with you in a while and just gave you like a general update video. And I really wanted to do that for you guys and have some confessions and just some general stats for you guys. So I wanted to start off with when we started our debt journey, just to refresh everybody's memory from where we started to where we are now. So when we started over a year ago, we actually got like pretty intense back in April of last year, which is when I kind of moved here and got my job and everything situated. So with doing that, I realized how scared it made me to be moving somewhere and not knowing exactly where I'm going to work, or you know, how we're going to pay for this or how we're going to pay for this, even though my husband had his job secure. I, of course, when we moved, had to get a different job. So I just kind of want to go over that with you guys. So since April, we have paid off several things, and I'm so proud of us. We're not where I want us to be, but we're definitely better than where we were. So when we first started, we had two vehicles. We had our Challenger, which we purchased in May of 2011, and then we also had our 2014 Toyota Tundra that we purchased in September of 2013. So we had two vehicle payments when we moved here. We had 2 medical bills. We had 5 credit cards. And we still had moving expenses. We still had things we needed to buy when we moved here. We bought a brand new washer and dryer. You know, we just had to do yearly stuff. Like we had to get yearly shots for the dogs. We had to pay deposits. There was just so much stuff that we had to pay for, and I was just completely overwhelmed and freaking out at that moment. So when we started, like I said, we had the Challenger, which the payment on that was $549.35. I'm sorry if you guys hear Carly in the background. She will not get out of my sight now. So she's my little sidekick, so she's going to be down here squeaking her toy, hopefully not too loud. Okay, so we had our Challenger. That was $549.35 a month, and we had about $6,300 left on it. So we paid that off in May of 2014, the very next month. We did get a little bit of help in moving here, so we took some of that. And then my husband's paycheck, and then I think my first paycheck went all towards it, and we just got crazy intense. That was my biggest thing. And I was so overwhelmed with having 2 vehicle payments, all these medical bills, credit cards, and I was just, you guys, I was freaking out. And so I decided that I was just going to have to just get intense with it. So we paid off that in May of 2014. That was $6,300, and I have never felt so proud and just so liberated and so much relief all in the same moment. It was fantastic. So when my husband that's about when my husband called on. You know, we had financed the car for 5 years, so 60 months, and we paid it off in about a little less than 2.5 years. I did have a second job before we moved here, and I was just throwing all that money towards it. All that extra money, most of my paychecks trying to just live off of his. So that's what we did there. And then once we got that paid off, of course, like I said, we had to buy a new washer and dryer. So that was $1,900. and I used my parents' credit card. They were gracious enough to let me use their card. They had 6 months, same as cash, which I know what you guys are thinking, and I was thinking the same thing at the time, but we were so overwhelmed and there was no other way for us to get around it. And we had no way to wash our clothes. We had sold our set 2 years ago because we had moved into an apartment that had furnished it, and they would not remove theirs, so we had nowhere to store it, so we had to sell it. And I know you guys are thinking $1,900 is a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. We could have got a cheaper set, but I wanted a really nice set that would last a long time. So, so that's what we did. So we paid that off in August of 2014. And then once I paid that off, that was huge for me because I didn't want to owe my parents any money. And it was only 6 months, same as cash. So I really wanted to go ahead and get that paid off. So I did that, and then after we did that, we took the focus and put it on our medical debt. So we had 2 bills. We had, my husband had gall surgery in September of 2013, which is the same month that we bought our vehicle. And it was right before we found out we were moving here, so still a lot of stuff going on. So we paid the $1,800, and we paid that off. And I did it live with you guys. I can't remember which month, but we paid that off. Well, actually, we paid the surgical center off, which was the doctor's fee, and I think it was like $720 we owed on that. And then when we got finished with that, we paid $1,800 towards his towards the hospital bills. So we're free and clear of medical debt. So if you guys are counting with me, that's debt number 4 that we've erased. So then, after we did that, I decided that we needed to start getting pretty intense on our credit cards. So we paid off our smallest debt, which was our Chase card. We had 2 different Chase cards, but one of them had a balance of $910. So we paid that one off. And then after that, I started getting intense on our City card. We owed $2,344 on that card. And so I did another live debt payoff for you guys with that one, and we paid that one off. So and I think we paid that one off, I want to say last month. I want to say it was in April. And now we have been getting crazy intense with our second Chase card, which had a balance. And you guys, we've been paying on this one for like probably 5 years. I have not seen a zero balance on this card in so long. And so this one, of course, in the natural line of things, it is the second to last smallest. And so we've been getting intense with this. In the entire month of, let's see, I'm trying to figure out what month we're in. In the entire month of May, we paid $3,500 towards that debt. I got a bonus from work, and then we did get an extra paycheck this month, and then his parents were so gracious and gave us a little bit on top of that, so we were able to make that lump sum payment. So now we only owe $1,700 on that card. It started out being $5,400. So we are working on debt number 5. I'm so excited. I think that's number 5. Yeah, I believe so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me. We're working on debt number 7. Can't count. Okay. So hopefully we will have that paid off next month. I don't want to look at that anymore. And that one is going to be another like aha moment. When we paid off the Challenger, I was like, oh my God, this is such a relief. I'm so proud of us. And I've been super proud of us doing our other smaller debts, but this one has been around for so long and I'm so tired of looking at it. This one will be extremely gratifying. So I'm looking forward to that. And then the very last one after that, before we get to our truck, is the our last credit card, which is with PNC, and that one has about $8,500 left on it. So I'm ready to get that one. Actually, I just made a payment, so about $8,200 left on that one. $8,300, I'm sorry. So about $8,300 left on that one, and then we will get to our truck. So we're definitely getting there. We have a whole lot less bills than we did when we came here. So I'm so excited about that. And we're just, you know, we've kind of got behind on the process. My guilty admission, you guys, you have to meal plan. Well, maybe you guys don't, but it's so important. I haven't done it for the entire month of May, and you guys, we have spent probably $150 more than we ever would have on the meal plan. So I'm getting us back on our budget, and it's overwhelming. But we just found out we are getting relocated again. So that is why we have been so busy. So we're moving again, and you know, I'm excited. I'm nervous and all that good jazz, but it feels so much better moving this time than it did moving last time, because we have so many less bills. So I have less to worry about, even though, you know, of course I still have to get a job. I still worry about it. But I'm not like super stressed about it, because we have 7 less bills than we ever had before, which is crazy awesome. And it adds up to about $1,000 a month in payments. So I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at, you guys. Like I said, I did not do I'm so disappointed in myself that I haven't done a meal plan for the entire month of May. But there it is. We overspent, or I overspent. My husband's still been doing fantastic. He hasn't been buying crazy stuff. He hasn't, you know, asked about a lot of stuff. You know, he's been super awesome. So I'm ready to get this debt out of the way, so so he can be rewarded with something awesome, something that he wants. And then after we get all this stuff paid for, like our last credit cards and then my truck, I want a new bedroom set. That is going to be my gift to us for doing this crazy journey. So yeah, you guys, we're still on it. We're still trucking along. Like I said, I'm sorry my videos have been kind of crazy, sporadic, and I'm trying to map them down. So yeah, thank you guys for just bearing with me, and I really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys have any comments or questions, just leave them below. Any video requests you guys want to see, I'll be glad to do them for you. And yeah, that's about it, you guys. So again, thank you guys for watching. Please comment, subscribe below, and thank you to all my new and old subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope y'all have an awesome Memorial Day weekend. Bye.